Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is AJ, just bringing you another video on some different games. So this series I'm going to try to start, I don't know how well it's going to go, is going to be called Concerning My Steam Library, which my Steam library, apparently I've collected a ton of games. I bought like a ton, and then I've also have a ton of free-to-play games throughout my entire library. And with the free-to-play, it makes it up to like 300 games, and yeah, so I have a lot of just random games that I've played and would like to just go through and just use that for content and basically go through each game that I have in my library, well, if I have numbers on the game first, yeah. So number 0 to whatever, and then A to Z, and just go through and show you the game, what it was, if it still exists, and if it's still supported by these developers, and it still if they still create content for the game. I would like to tell you about that as well. So this game, Ace of Spades, it's a pretty old game. It is a block type Minecraft game, but with guns instead of just purely building. You're building and you're playing Call of Duty basically at the same time, or like Battlefield, or whichever game you play. So with this game, you had the you have the choice of playing some just different game modes. You could join into different servers where you can build game maps. If you were a builder person for like Minecraft and really loved building, then that was for you. And if you were into just playing games that are like Call of Duty and Battlefield and going on the first person shooter / third person. I think they had third person for this game. I'm not fully sure, but definitely they had first person, and you can run around and play just in different game modes and see if you're the best shooter out of every player that was playing Ace of Spades at the time. And yeah, so that's this game. So you had those two options, but they split up into some different options as well. So they had a zombies mode, which is playing in the background right now, which basically you had to survive for 10 minutes or lose to the zombies, and the zombies win. And while doing this, you had different classes that they had added into the game back whenever the game was still big. They had 4 different classes, like a sniper, a miner, a jetpacker, and a demolition man, or something like a heavy character. And with all these different characters, you were able to just create diversity into the game and have just different people that like different classes so that they can play them. And that was pretty cool with the game. And some other game modes that they had in the game were there was the zombie game mode, there was the capture the briefcase, there was a capture the flag. There was also just team deathmatch and free for all within the game, and you can play those. And in the early team deathmatch capture the briefcase game, there was only one weapon that you had, which was a kind of like a sniper, but it was iron sights, and that was the only weapon that you had. It was just a normal rifle with iron sights on it, and you had to use that to your best ability and be the best so that you can get the briefcase or the flag and get it all the way back to your team's side and be the first to do that. So those were the game modes that Ace of Spades had while it was still a game. And now we're going to talk about why this game is no longer relevant. Because it's shut down first, and second, the game, here you can see the the amount of people online. The developers of the game just completely gave up on caring about updating it and keeping up with what the people in the community of the game wanted for it. So the game basically was ultimately shut down by the players just not playing anymore. And therefore, no one was buying it. It was probably way too overpriced for what it was. It most likely should have just been free instead of like the $5 amount, or I think it was 5, maybe 10. I don't know. But it's now to the point where there are no players on it, and now I tried to get this footage for the game so that I can show it off to you and show you that there's nothing left of it. And I tried pulling up some of my old game file stuff, and that's not even loading. The game is completely just shut down. I can't load anything throughout the game, and I couldn't even get the game to fit within my recording monitor because the game was super glitchy, and every time I tried to click off of it, it would basically cause my I would try to click on my other screen, and it would just glitch and start like turning off and on really fast and stuff like that, and it was just bad. Like I thought my computer was gonna just completely just stop. It was gonna like die because I turned it back on. But yeah, so that's what happens whenever you have a game and you introduce it to the players, but you don't listen to the players and don't listen to their advice on what they want, and just completely just do whatever you want with the game instead, or just don't even do anything with the game. So this is one of the failed games from my Steam library, and it is shut down and probably will never come and be relevant ever again. But if it happens to come back to life and is recoded and released like Club Penguin has been, I would be down to start playing it again. I would bring some content about it. I only made a few videos about it back whenever my channel was just starting, and I really enjoyed the game. It was so fun, but the developers and community just completely fell off the map after a couple of years of me stopping even playing the game. And so yeah, that's what happens whenever you have a game that you just don't listen to your players, and yeah, the game's dead. Well, guys, just thank you for watching the video. This is part of my new series in the channel on concerning Steam libraries. I might be able to go through all of Steam eventually. I don't know. Depend on if the series is good enough for everyone, if everyone enjoys the series, and if I have enough response on the series, then I will definitely just hit it up and start getting more games to review for the series. Well, guys, thank you for watching. This is AJ signing out, and please leave a like and subscribe. See you guys later.